figured I'd just do a little catch-up video, during deer season video, talking a little bit about how the blind turned out, a few things that I would have done different. We took 2 does off the property a few days ago. We've been seeing quite a bit of movement. Been seeing bucks and does. I mean, the rut's going on where we're at in Kentucky pretty good, especially during those cold mornings. Just a few design changes, some things that I would have done differently. As you can see, I'm looking over my left shoulder a lot, the way these windows are. Something major that I would do different is, let me pan this around a bit. This window here, I would slide it down to here. And I may yet add another window because it's hard to look from, you get a big dead spot in your coverage looking from that window to that window, and it blocks out a big field of fire right there. So another big change that I would do is with the door. And yet again, it all depends on what your setup is and where you want to put it. The door on the back side, I would put it right here, which I guess technically the back side. So the reason being, when I was coming out the other day, there were some deer out in the field, and I had, if the door was on the back side, I could use the blind to block me while I'm walking in. And I had to open the door so they could see me getting in. Whereas if the door was on the back side, then they wouldn't see me or anything. So everything else has worked out great. It doesn't leak. It doesn't, I mean, I've got a heater. I've got just a regular buddy heater, like one of the single cell buddy heater units, and a propane tank, like the grill propane tank. I would definitely suggest buying the hose instead of packing the little cylinders back and forth, because on high heat with the buddy heater, they don't last long. Another thing that I noticed, I've had one other person hunting in here with me. He's not here today. But another thing that I've noticed is the sound suppression. I've done some experimenting, seeing what I can get away with, you know, rolling my chair around while deer are very close. And I mean, they don't move, they're not scared, they're not frightened, they're not, you know, they'll look at you, but they don't run away. Another thing I would change about the windows is I would probably try to find a different type of window that doesn't slide, maybe that tilts out. I've seen some people on YouTube that make their own windows out of plexiglass, which that would be okay. Scent suppression, I don't think we've been busted. You know, everybody's got their own level of what they consider adequate scent suppression. So I don't think we've been busted by anybody just yet. It's been a whole lot better experience. Oh yeah, I've hunted in the rain. It was raining quite heavily earlier in the season, and like I said, not a drop. And yet again, coming from somebody who would stand hunt, who would put a chair out in the woods and sit down in it, or hunt with a pop-up blind, this is a complete game changer, 100%. Definitely worth the money, definitely worth the time. You know, it's a good little project. It won't take long to get done. And if you're on the fence about doing it, I definitely recommend it. You know, if you can go to a big box store or your local hardware store and buy about $600 or $800 worth of stuff, you can have a really nice blind that'll last you a really long time. So if you have any questions or comments, write them down there below. I'll be glad to get to them. And until the next time, safe hunting. Have a great day.